What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. It has been a while. It's been actually about 2 months since we last were on this channel. I have not been playing FIFA at all, hardly. I have been just simply doing just about nothing besides college and other things like that. I really haven't been up to a whole lot. I haven't had time to play this game, but I've had time in the last week or so to play this game, get back to trading. You can see I've got 354,000 coins. I'm not the best at this game. I literally have played my first weekend league of FIFA 20 this past weekend, and I did okay. I got Silver 1, and I got Division 1 Rivals rewards, which I could show you guys that video if you guys want it, but I did record it. I'm not really doing anything crazy in it or anything, but I just want to kind of make some videos talking about the market and a couple things you guys can be doing to make coins. If we go to my, not my match earnings, but if I go to my weekly transfer profit, I'm at 200,000 coins, 251,000 coins this week, and I am at 1.8 million, if it'll show it right there. It's taking forever. 1.8 million on the month. So that's just to show you guys that I do know how to make some coins in this game. We're going to go through the market, some SBCs. This is probably going to be like about 20-minute videos usually is what we're going to try to make these videos. About 20 minutes long. Just kind of talking about a couple different things. Talking about the SBCs that are out, how the market's being affected. This is what I've been doing lately. I only have one card in here right now. I picked up this Sancho I picked up several of the Sanchos, but this is the only one that was on there. I picked 3 or 4 of them up throughout the day today, but I picked up 2 of them last night for 50,000 coins when the rewards came out, and I flipped them both at 65 to 70,000, just kind of trying to get lazy buyers. I sold one at 70 and I sold one at 65, which is only about 10,000 coin profit, but 10,000 coins is 10,000 coins when you are working at a 354,000 coin budget like I am. I had like 600k earlier, but I did buy a couple of cards for my team. I bought Mertens and I bought the Inform Argentine, which both cards are fairly decent cards. Besides that, I've really been just trading some of these Team of the Year nominees. We're going to talk about Mo Salah real quick. Mo Salah is the guy that I use for my go-to player to tell me how the market's doing. This guy right here picked one up a couple days ago at 300,000 flat. If you guys are paying too much in the market, you would have seen that it went for 300,000. Sold him on for 336. Now he's at 384. That could be literally 100% given to the fact that he is going to be a meta player for this next weekend league. But besides that, guys, he's just shooting up in price. Alexandro is another card I've been looking at a lot lately, just to kind of see if I wanted to pick up any. He was at 120 yesterday, 115 for a while. Last night I saw him at about, I could have picked him up earlier today at 89k during rewards. This is really annoying, but 89k is what I could have picked him up during for rewards. I think right now he's going for about 100k on the market right now, 99,000. I don't see this card staying there is the thing. I really see this card dropping. These are just some of the things you guys want to be doing. It's just going through Team of the Year nominees, some of the lower rated guys. Go to Footbin, look at your market index, go to Team of the Group stage, look at some of those guys, and it'll really give you a good idea of who's selling for what and what they're selling for. SBC wise for today, I'm going to try to make these videos kind of a daily thing where I go through and just kind of explain some of the market, what's going on. EA released a lot of good SBCs today. This is a pointless SBC. I don't even have to show you guys that SBC. Base icon still pointless. Diego Carlos, good card, didn't feel like doing it. Old Firm Debate, might do it, probably not though. Yannick Bolasie, incredible card for this. 80 plus upgrades are completely pointless. I did do 2 or 3 of them today, and I got Laporte in the Marque Matchups. None of this should have affected the market too heavily, with the exceptions of 83s and 84s. If you have 84s in your club, 83s, those guys are going for a lot. I sold some Hendersons and some João Moutinhos today, which I struggle every time to spell his name. João Moutinho I picked a couple up yesterday or so for about, I think I picked him up for maybe like 3K or so. I think right now he's going for, not a special card. I don't know why I put minimum, but I think he's going for around like 6K right now, maybe a little more, a little less, 5.5K. He's going for 6K earlier today. 84s and SBC players have gone up so much today, especially. But that's just kind of what I've been doing lately, is just trading some of these cards, making profit. Picked up an Aguero earlier, sold him for Sergio Aguero, Team of the Year nominee. This card is another one that, guys, honestly, I don't know how I feel about it. I think he's at I picked mine up for 185. I sold him at 215. He did have a Hunter card on him when I picked him up. I didn't go put special on him, but he did have a Hunter card on him. 181,000 to 210K. Team of the Year nominee Aguero, 210 right there. I just don't, some of these cards, guys, I just don't know how I feel about it. 198. I'm struggling to understand whether or not this card tonight, now we'll say this, if this card tonight goes down, it's currently 817. If you see this card at midnight tonight go down to maybe 180,000 coins, a little lower than 180, I say pick one up. I don't see a problem with it. I will probably pick one up if I see one go to 180 or less. I will definitely be picking him up because he is at 190. I think it's his cheapest on the market. Maybe a little less than that. Maybe 187. You might see one or two at, but overall 190 is his general price. And during Weekend League, this card's going to shoot up in price. It's absolutely going to shoot in price. I think he'll go up to 215, 210 during Weekend League. If you get one with the Hunter card on him, make sure you guys are watching for that. That is a big one. But that card specifically is one I could totally see going up in price. All I've been doing really is just flipping some of these lower tier informs. I only have one on the one of my transfer list right now, which is Jadon Sancho. But really, you guys want to be watching for Weekend League, making sure some of these cards don't go down or go up in price. Let's look at a couple cards on Footman right quick. I'm just going to kind of go through and just look at some of these guys that I think are good overall looks for some of you guys to go look at. Just make sure you guys are, and this is the biggest thing I can tell people, is I'm not an incredible trader. I'm not Nick from Run the Foot Market. I'm not going to pretend like I'm as good as he is. Not even going to come close. That guy's easily the best trader on the market without a doubt. But the number one thing I'll tell you guys on how to make coins in this FIFA, and I do think sniping is a very viable option if you have patience, but I think the number one way is just watching the market, which is what I've done. That's how I've made 1.8 million this month and made able to buy teams and buy players that I wanted to buy. I started out having not played for 2 months. My best player on my team was an 84 rated Rafa at the start of this month. Now the best player I have on my team is a 91 Hazard. So just to put that in perspective as to how much trading I've done and how much I've done to get to where I am now. So just to kind of put that in perspective for you. Just go into Footman, look at some of these cards. Harry Kane's team in the group stage. I don't see him going up in price at all. Watching the market's like a really big thing, though. You guys want to make sure you're paying attention to what's going on. If you see a card, like, okay, Mo Salah's team of the group stage, prime example. I saw that card selling for 350,000 coins yesterday. I should have picked one up. I didn't. Now that card's at 418 on Footman. Again, Footman also, I'll go into this right now, not the most reliable source. If you see a card selling for this much, make sure you guys go and check on what he's actually selling for. Do not believe for a single second that is a guaranteed price, because I've seen Footman list cards that they would say certain cards were like 360k, and I've sniped icons, that Footman said were 350 coins, and in reality they were more or less in the 400,000 range. 398 right there. That's not bad though. What is that in the 398? I don't see him going any. The thing is, I just don't see him. He's not a meta card. He is a meta player, but majority of people are not using Mo Salah. See, like right now, but Footman this is for the team of the year nominee. I'm sorry. His team of the year nominee is actually 398,000 coins. That is actually what that one's selling for. So there's not one on the market team of the group stage wise for 418, which is what Footman says he is. So 418 still not one. We're in the 35th minute now. 45th minute, not one for 418. This is a really good example. 418,000 coins is what his team of the group stage says on Footman. We're not 430,000 coins. Not seeing a card. Not seeing for 14 minutes, 35 minutes into it. All the way to the 59th minute. Still not one. 418,000. There it is right there. So we're looking at 430k. That's the cheapest one on the market. What's the next cheapest? I can't pick them up right now. I don't have the coins to pick them up. I'm just trying to put it into perspective. 440 is what I saw there. I can't pick them up. I'm just trying to show you guys what you could do. 430. Watch cards like this tonight. I think if this card goes below 400,000, you might as well pick one up. I don't see a card, and that's the thing I'm trying to explain to a lot of people that I talk to, like, that are not YouTube based. This is the first video I've made like this, if you can't tell by the way that I'm talking about it. But I try to explain to people, you have to get to a point where in this market you understand the prices and what players should be selling for. The only way trading works in this market is having like common sense of what players are selling for and what you think they're going to sell for. You can't base everything off of Footman. You can't base everything off of, you can base it off of trends. You can base it off of things of that nature, but you cannot base everything off of graphs and statistics and everything of that nature. You have to be able to have some common sense as to what players are going to sell for. Like, I can tell you this right now, this Koulibaly, if he's really down here at 53k. Jeez, that is such a cheap card, dude, for a 90 rated. Or yeah, I mean, that's so cheap to me. I don't know. His team of the group stage is literally also 55k, which is just insane to me. This market has literally consistently this year blown my mind with how just how low it gets. Like, and EA is continuously to drop this market, and I'm not gonna be negative about it. I really think we give EA a lot of bad you know, about a lot of bad negativity towards them. I'm not saying they're a good company, but I think they went from one extreme to the next. Last year they didn't give us any content. This year they gave us way too much content. So I think that you have to look at it from this perspective. A lot of the people that feel like they couldn't afford good teams last year because the market was too high, EA solved their problem. A Koulibaly, 90 rated Koulibaly, 50,000 coins right now. Like that's ridiculous to me. Like players that people never thought they'd be able to afford. Icons are at the lowest they've ever been. Like players that nobody ever thought they'd be able to afford are now all of a sudden become very affordable cards. 55,000 for both of those. I say, and the thing is, you gotta watch the market at night. Both these cards just got listed or just got bought. You gotta watch the market at night. The market's gonna go lower at night than it probably will go through the most of the day. And that's the thing with this. You just gotta pay attention, guys. And I'm trying to show you guys some of the cards you could be looking at right now, which is really what this video is based around. Is just me going through showing some stuff that you could look at. My best idea, the player that literally does give me a lot of information as to what the market's looking at is Salah and Alexandro. And besides that, there's not really, those are the people that give me the best idea of what cards are selling for. Icon-wise, players like Makelele, Baby Makelele, and Loudrop give me a good idea of what those cards are selling for, or what most icons are selling for. They give me a 150k right now for Makelele, really? 170k, 180k? Baby Makelele, seriously. 200,000 coins. I guarantee you this card, you will see this card tonight at 160k. I guarantee that card will drop to 160 tonight. Well, now you won't. I'm just kidding. If this was a Monday, for sure. You gotta pick up icons on like the weekdays. Wait for Thursdays. That's the way you make coins on icons. There's no point in picking up an icon on a Wednesday night, but he kind of gives me a good idea of where icons are at. Because icons that are players like Litterman don't go up in price because they're terrible cards. Jari Litterman stays at like 120, 140,000 coins or less. At the very most, he's at 135 right there. So, but players like Makelele, mid icon Loudrop, they're the ones that really give you a good idea of what these cards are going to be selling for. He's probably closer to the 200k range. Really? He's on a 170, 168? 168 seems a bit, that seems a bit cheap. That seems really cheap. I don't think 168 is a good price. I think that is a bargain. You gotta keep in mind, this card's still a usable card. You throw 100 on that card, that guy gets 92 pace and 87 shooting. Like, that's a good card. What's he got? 4-star, medium worry work rate's not good. I flipped this card multiple times for picked him up for 162,000, sold him on for 180 overnight. I've done that multiple times throughout this year. But he's not, the problem is Makelele is a card that a lot of people run at. If you just look at his card and you pick him up, and you gotta look at the market from the perspective of who's using, if a card is usable or not. Makelele is a card that a lot of people start at right mid and drop to right back. That's what a ton of people do. And he does. He has a great right back position card. Medium, 3-star, 70 defensive, 80 physical. He could run a right back position. I don't know what is his other card. Is it a midfielder? Is it a CDM? A lot of people run him at CDM too. I've seen him at CDM. Yeah, look at 86 defending, 85 physical. That's a CDM at heart. That's a great CDM. He's 600,000 coins worth of a CDM. The point of this video is I know that I didn't show you guys some incredible trading filters, incredible methods, some players that you guys can just go pick up or whatever. I really wanted to show you guys the state of the market, some of the SBCs that EA released today, and really I give you kind of an explanation as to what I'm doing currently and the players I'm looking at. Go ahead and just list off the players I'm looking at right now. Alexander's a player I'm looking at, watching him see if he drops below her. I think that his steady price that he'll go to and stay at is 60,000 coins. I do not believe this Team of the Year nomination, Alexandro, and he's the number one guy I'm looking at right now because I'm looking to pick up maybe 2 or 3 of these guys if I can whenever they go to 60k, because I do think that he'll go to 60k, and then I think throughout Weekend League next weekend I think right after Weekend League he will go to 60,000 coins. I don't see a world where this Alexandro with an upgrade of just 1 per. And I'd love to show you guys what the upgrade actually is. If I can find one, okay. I don't know if this Alexander has a price that you could see both the comparison of. Okay, sorry. He has 1 more pace, 1 more shooting, 1 more passing, 1 more dribbling, 1 more defensive, 1 more physical. That card is not. There's not a in this card's here he's not 70,000 coins. Where's an actual one of those cards? I have him listed at the minimum buy now at 60,000. But that's a 34,000 coin card, and his team of the denomination is what EA, or not EA, yeah, what the market is saying is a 90,000 coin card, 99,000 coin card. Tonight, I will say, I think because of the fact that Weekend League is tomorrow, if you do see this card drop below anywhere close to 78, 79,000 coins, 80,000 coins, I do think that's a pickup, and I think you list him up overnight at 105. I think that's the way you go for that card specifically. If you see Salah drop, which you won't, but if you saw him throughout the week, if you guys were watching videos that I may have, if I had made videos and showed you guys, I will show you guys like in the future the cards that I pick up throughout the week. He's 350. This card fluctuates probably more than any other card I've seen when it comes to team of the year nominations. He fluctuates the entire week. It is genuinely ridiculous how much he fluctuates. He fluctuates every single hour. He's a different price. I saw him at 290 one day. I saw him the next day at 380. Now he's at 390. This card fluctuates so much. The team of the year nomination one. Team of the group stage one fluctuates way too much. And then the third player I would genuinely, again, look at you guys telling you to look at would be a player like Aguero. I think Aguero is another card that you could see easily at 180. I just don't see a world where, I'll admit right now in the current market, his current price for a team of the year nomination is more or less probably 160,000. Because he is not in a crazy, just like everybody's using him. He's lost a lot of pace in comparison to previous years. But he's still a card that, like, you run him at cam, dude, he's going to be a ridiculous player. Like, that's such a ridiculous card. Maybe not striker, but cam especially. He's 196 on the market right now. I see if you guys see him drop 187 right there. Really? Huh. Wow, this guy's transfer market. I think if you guys see these cards drop anywhere below 180, drop to 175, 176 tonight, that might be one you want to consider picking up. I will go and tell you guys, if you guys do what I'm telling you to do, these are the things that I'm going to be looking at. So if I take a loss and you guys do it, or if you guys take a loss, I'm probably taking a loss with you. I'm just showing you guys the cards that I'm looking at right now, who I'm paying attention to, you know, what cards I think will go up in price at some point in the future in the next couple of days, and really what we're going to be doing. There shouldn't be any more crazy promos or anything like that besides Futmas. Futmas is the only big promo out right now. These are just cards I think you guys should look at, and cards I'm going to be looking at throughout tonight, especially going into tomorrow. I will hopefully have a video tomorrow kind of explaining some of the new stuff as well. I will be playing Weekend League this weekend to really help me. And, you know, Weekend League's fun to me. I don't know. I don't do crazy good. Like, I'm not going to pretend like I'm one of those guys that gets elite. I literally get, you know, gold 3, silver 1. Like, I also don't, like, go hard and super. It's just, you can't. Weekend League's so annoying to play. But I genuinely love playing this game. Like, I love playing matches and stuff like that. Obviously, 59, 17, 63, you could probably figure out that I am not the best player in the world, but I do enjoy playing. I enjoy trading. Trading is my favorite part of this game so far. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Hit the subscribe button if you're on the channel. Hit the like button. I will see you guys on the next video.